Hello and welcome. In this video, we will show you how to build a custom Smart Report template using the designer, so your exported report matches the exact structure of your document. We are inside the Smart Docs module right now. Let's look at the document structure before we build anything. The top-level work item is an epic. Under the epic, we have features. Under each feature, we can have more features or user stories. Under each user story, we can have more user stories or test cases. We need to replicate this exact hierarchy in our Smart Report template. Now let's click the Smart Report button in the top toolbar to open it. The Smart Report panel opens on the Report tab by default. Click the Designer tab at the top. The Designer has three panels. The left panel shows your saved template folders. The middle panel shows the section hierarchy. The right panel shows the configuration for the selected section. Let's create a new template. Click New in the Designer toolbar. A default section node appears in the middle panel, ready to configure. In the right panel, you will see the Work Item Configuration area. Set the work item type to Epic. This is our top-level work item. Set the section type to Form. This displays each work item as a structured form in the report output. You can also select Table if you want to display work items in table format. Now let's look at the checkboxes. Numbering adds automatic numbering to each work item. Hierarchy shows the indented structure. Line spacing adds spacing between items. Group field in separate line places each field on its own line. Separator adds a visual divider between work items. Enable the ones that suit your layout. Below that, you will see the Group By and Sort dropdowns. Use Group By to group work items by any ADO field, such as state or priority. Use Sort to control the order of work items. Set the sort direction to ascending or descending. Now let's configure the Fields configuration section. Each row represents a field that will appear in the report. You will see Field, Style Sheet, Label, Label Style Sheet, and Width columns for each row. Click the Style Sheet dropdown on any field to set its heading style, choosing from Normal, Heading 1 through Heading 9, or Title. This controls how that field appears in the exported document. To add a new field, click plus Add New Clause. Select the field you want from the comprehensive dropdown, for example, Area ID or Start Date. To filter a field, click the filter icon on the right side of that field row. A filter dialog opens where you set and, or, field, operator, and value conditions. This includes only work items where that field meets your condition. To group multiple fields on the same line, check the checkboxes next to those fields and click Group Fields at the top right of the Fields configuration area. To ungroup any fields, just click on the Ungroup icon. Now let's open the settings. Click the gear icon at the top right of the Work Item configuration area. The Settings dialog opens on the General tab. Under Styles, the Style Sheet dropdown applies a style sheet across all work items globally. Under Settings, check ID Hyperlink to make every work item ID a clickable link back to Azure DevOps. Check Configure Link Type to enable link type selection on all child sections. This is required before you can define relationships between parent and child work items. Click Save. Now let's build the hierarchy. Before that, double-click on the default section label and rename it to the Epic. Click New Child in the middle panel toolbar. A child section appears under the Epic. Select it and set the work item type to Feature. You will now see a Link Types dropdown since we enabled Configure Link Type. Set it to Any. Also, rename the work item label to Feature. Now let's add a feature under feature, since features can contain other features. Select the Feature section, click the three dots context menu, and select New Child. Set work item type to Feature. Now let's add a user story under feature. Select the Feature section again, Click three dots and select New Child. Set work item type to user story and link type to child. Now let's add a user story under user story, since user stories can contain other user stories. Select the user story section. Click three dots and select New Child. Set work item type to user story and link type to child. We will also add a test case under the user story. From here, set work item type to test case and link type to tested by. For each of these child sections, you can configure section type, fields, and checkboxes the same way we did for the Epic section. There is no need to repeat every step for each level. If you want to remove any hierarchy or rename it, click the three dots context menu and select Delete or Rename. Your middle panel now shows the full hierarchy: Epic at the top, Feature underneath, Feature and User Story as children of Feature, User Story and Test Case as children of User Story. This mirrors the exact structure of our Smart Doc. Now let's save the template. Click Save As in the Designer toolbar. Enter a name and select the Smart Docs folder as the destination. Click OK. Go back to the Report tab. Select your newly saved template from the Template dropdown under the Smart Docs folder. Click Generate, and you will see the report rendered with your custom hierarchy and field selections applied. And that is how you build a custom Smart Report template using the Designer in Modern Requirements Next Gen. Thanks for watching.